And we back. How do we get in alignment? How do we stay in alignment? How do we have a better defense against negative energies and things trying to sway us and persuade us? You know, ever walk down the street and have someone like tell you about some cause and that you should sign a petition and give them your name and email and possibly donate something? Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I am saying is you're unaware of the cause, or maybe you kind of heard of it and then now they want you to be, supportive of it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. What I'm saying is there's a lot of things that don't serve us, me, you, us, that don't serve us, but yet are knocking at our front forehead trying to get our attention. And what I'm going to basically be focusing on this video is how it's influencing us, how it's shaping our reality, how it's causing us to either be altered or it's causing us to feel certain ways. And I say that because the more I just work on myself, implement some teachings, run through some exercises, improve my self-talk, my internal dialogue, like life is beautiful. Life is great. Life is just more positive and optimistic, and I see the blessings now. I see the blessings just pile up, and I can't complain. I can't complain. I mean, my last video was gratitude is the attitude. Like there's just so much to be blissful at. But yet I've been in better situations per se from the outside world before, and I wasn't that happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't feeling the blessings, right? Because I like gratitude. I like perspective. I had outside influences having me focus on things that weren't in alignment, weren't true, weren't serving me. And you have to do that internal work where you got to be careful, you got to be aware and conscious of what you're letting in. You have to be more of the programmer. You have to be more of the creator from within. So for example, if someone would stop me right now on the street and say, hey, there's this cause and, there's this issue and this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. I'm like, first of all, for me, peace and, I don't want to say that word because it's too cliche. So peace and, positive comes out of the situation, first and foremost. I don't want to choose sides. I'm not going to, tell you you're wrong, but I'm going to send good vibes that way. If you're the person to make that change, to change that cause, then, I wish you well. I wish you good. I wish you, I think you could do it. You're the one the universe called to find a solution for. And it makes me realize how I'm the one that has to find my own calling and go and fix that. I have a purpose. I have a direction. I have a way to go about and improve on. But again, I mean, it's the internal work you have to do in order to stay in your alignment, to stay in your vision, and to stay in your peace. There's just, I mean, that's just one example. I mean, you're talking about the news, right? Now with social media, like everyone's talking about things are happening in their community, things are happening in their family. It's like, yeah, all that is going on, 100%. All that is going on. And I'm not saying my life's perfect, but what I am saying is I have more energy, I have more optimism because of the things I decline and say no to, and things I choose to focus on. Like, sure, I could sit here and be like, hey, this is not perfect, this is not right, this is unfair, the list goes on and on, 100%. But what I can focus on is what I have control over. That's myself, what I'm consuming, what I'm listening to, what I'm entertaining, what I'm allowing, what am I believing, right? It's like the Lord, the Creator, the Source, God is here right now and having a conversation with me, watching exactly what I'm focused on. And that's what I'm getting more of, because I'm choosing that. I'm allowing it in. I'm entertaining it. I'm holding on to it. I want to know more. What else is going on? How so? Who else is involved? Right? And then you have to realize that, for example, the news, right? They'll tell you the hook, the bad news. And then they'll cut to a commercial break. And they're going to sell you all these things. And these commercials convince you that you need all these products and services. You know, maybe some you do and some you don't. Maybe some are exaggerated. Some you could probably make at home. But you're gonna need all these things, and then it cuts back into more of the gossip, more of the bad news, more of the, more of the mental training to choose a side or to choose a state of mind or a feeling that doesn't really serve you. You know, it's like if you want fear, if you want anger, like you'll find it. Just turn on your phone and log on to a social media app. But you also want the beauties of the world, the good news and the miracles and the prosperity and the peace and the harmony. Turn on your phone and find it. So you're choosing your state of mind, your state of feeling and experiencing this reality. So it's an everyday work. It's an everyday work, you know. We have to be more conscious of what we're choosing. And then the people that I talk to now, like I'm telling them more about what they're choosing and consuming, because, you know, they carry that with them and then they blurt it onto you. Did you hear what happened here? Do you know what's going on with this? And da-da-da-da, and you know, the list goes on. And it's just like, I can't live that way. I can't buy into your state of mind because someone else convinced you to do it. And they're giving you information that's probably sugar-coated and trimmed to give you the feeling they want you to feel. So you can come back and watch their commercials. Because you need to know more, right? If you look at some of the best Netflix shows or shows on Amazon Prime or whatever, all the best shows, HBO, all those good shows, they tell the story in a timely manner to where when it's over, you want to watch the next episode. You want to watch the next thing. And you can't wait. You're thinking about it. You're talking about it. Then you go to work or to school the next day and you're telling everybody, did you see that episode? Did you what happened? Oh my gosh, that's crazy, right? Now you're all into the story. Why? Because it was literally trimmed, catered, crafted for that exact purpose. Well, guess what? So is that bad news. So is what these type of people are doing. So is this what this person's doing, this team, and da-da-da-da. And the list goes on and on. So I'm not trying to bash them. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But what I am gonna say is, you're gonna do you're choosing. You're gonna do either the same thing over and over, or you're gonna make a change and take a stand and say, nah, I choose a different vibe. I choose a different energy. I choose a different frequency. I choose a different experience in this reality. I choose to see the beauty. I choose to see the miracles. I choose to see the good in people, you know? Yeah, we got to have our defense. Yeah, we got to have our, we got to tread carefully and vet and all that stuff for sure. But at the same time, it's like everyone's learning. Everyone is experiencing life at their own pace. Everyone's at different levels. And, all this is temporary. All this is temporary. And I'm just focused on just getting better and working on this business that I've been working on and bringing it to fruition and see how that could impact people and uplift them and bring them into better spirits and, just have a better experience in life and see the beauty of it. You know, that's what it's about. You know, it's about that transformation. It's about that alignment. It's about being in flow with the source, the creator, and having the source creator guide us in our everyday lives and our experience in this reality while we're here. So, you know, doing the work myself, and that's why I'm sharing it. Doing the work, getting better, making my adjustments. I gotta share more about this business too, because it's definitely an uplifter. It's a recalibration. It's a new injection of energy, positivity, optimism, and I mean, the journey continues. You know, journey continues. So much more beautiful energy to share and experience, and obstacles to overcome, and things to win at, things to persevere at. So that's a little snippet. I hope this message finds you well. I hope this message, you know, kind of triggers you to awaken and align yourself in something more to your values and more to your heart's desire. So I'll end it right here. On to the next. Much love. Peace.